Call to order the City of Columbiana City Council meeting on this November 5th, 2024. We will ask Deanne to give the invocation, and we have two student representatives here with us tonight, Nina Napo and Daniel Gehrig, and they will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Deanne?
Bless those who hold office in the government of our city. Help them to do their work in a spirit of wisdom, kindness, and justice, and to use their authority to serve our citizens faithfully. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Deanne, you call the roll?
Yengus,
Here.
Stoddard,
Here.
DiTilio,
Here.
Wilson,
Here.
Graham,
Here.
Banner,
Here.
Noel,
Yeah.
Willard,
Here.
Hudson,
Here.
You all received a copy of the October 15th, 2024 meeting minutes. Are there any questions or comments on those minutes?
I do have a correction.
Okay,
On the senior court vote, my vote was a no.
was. Are there any other corrections or comments? Thank you, Dan. Hearing none, those minutes will be accepted with the change so noted. We have no readings of communications tonight, and you have received a copy of the Park Recreation and Cemetery Board meeting minutes of October 28th, 2024. Are there any questions or comments on those minutes? Hearing none, they'll be accepted as submitted. Under recognition of persons desiring to appear, we have Bridget here from the Columbiana Chamber of Commerce to discuss the Christmas parade and tree light up night. Bridget?
Good evening. Thank you. First of all, thank you all for your support throughout the year. I appreciate it all. We had a wonderful year throughout, and this will be the culmination of that as we celebrate Christmas in Columbiana on November 22nd. And I appreciate some support for that as well. We will have the tree lighting and support the 50th anniversary of the charter that started the city. And we will have Philip Swope and Viley Garstick light the tree at the beginning of the day of the evening's festivities. And then the parade will commence from Joshua Dixon as usual and go down Main Street to Heartland, if you will give such permission.
Very good. Any questions for Bridget? This is a parade we're all vaguely aware of.
Vaguely, yes, it's only been going on 24 years, so, you know,
Okay.
kicks
that
off
part-
at 6 o'clock. And next year will be a big 25th. And hopefully both local bands will be in town for it.
Great. That's great. Keep our fingers crossed, right?
They've been warned.
It's been what, very good. Is there a motion to,
I move to approve the street closures for the parade and tree lighting ceremony.
Second.
okay, so that's a motion.
Is there anything outside of what you normally?
Yep, usual street closures from about probably, chief, we usually close them around 5:30. Till about 7, depending on how many we get. We usually don't know until that evening how many we have. So we play that part by ear.
Did you order good weather for this one or?
I will do my best to not have a monsoon open the minute we light the tree.
Fair enough.
I'll conjure what I can.
I'm curious.
You asked for it, Dan.
Okay, we have a motion, a second on the floor. Deanne, you call the roll?
Youngus,
Yes.
Souter,
Yes.
DiTilio,
Yes.
Liston,
Oh, yes.
Graham,
Yes.
Banner,
Yes.
Thank you, Bridget.
All right, thank you so much.
And I think we should say, and we have, that you did a phenomenal job on the Witches Walk. That was great.
Thank you.
And decorating the downtown. I had several people comment, and so I think it's great. We appreciate what you're doing.
And we just got everything cleaned up just in time for the tree to come in, so.
Mhm.
Tree is up, we'll get it decorated on Friday and the calendar will roll on.
Good.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, at this time on the agenda, we'll turn to the city manager's update. Lance?
Thanks, Mayor. So we're still working with the EPA and the Communities Project Grant. We'll be keeping you up to date as we get more information. We've worked on several economic development leads by reviewing utility and property requirements. We're working with the county Economic Development and Port Authority on those, and we'll continue to do that. The Port Authority held their industrial appreciation lunch for the area manufacturers. Thanks to A-plus powder coaters for allowing them to use their new building. And I think they served over 200 meals, so it was a really nice event. Since our last meeting, we received an offer letter from Jobs Ohio Team Neo for the $198,000 to go towards the industrial park entrance project that we've been talking about. And we're going to continue to do that. We're hoping to start that project next year. And we appreciate R&L with all their help and providing the necessary information for that. So again, we want to thank Team Neo and Jobs Ohio. Continue to work with ODOT on the grant for the entrance. We've been talking to them about that same project, and hopefully they're able to participate too. We went to the Port Authority meeting to meet the Lake the River people, and that is basically, they're going to take over Team Neo and work with Jobs Ohio. That was, there was a couple articles in the paper about that, but Port Authority invited Lake to River staff and municipalities went. It was a really nice meeting, and it was well covered in the press. And we also received an update from Town Center and Associates regarding the walkable downtown project that they're going to do countywide. And Town Center and Associates is the company that we're using to look at our vibrancy in our downtown. Let's see, held construction meeting for Crestview Road project. We did file an extension for that project to June 30th, 2025. And we should hear back from that pretty soon, but they're going to start, I believe, next week on the installation of that raw water line. And it'll be in the right of way, so we don't need to take any property. And again, it's starting out on Crestview Road, making its way towards our water plant. It's kind of a neat thing. We held a retirement party for Rodney Baker. He was our janitor. He worked for the city since 1984. So it was pretty cool. We appreciate his service. We attended the entrepreneur class presentation in the Garden of Eden last week at the school. Or since the last meeting, I guess it was a couple weeks ago. And we also are still continue to meet with them on their project of the Garden of Eden. We're working with the engineers and architects on that project. And I believe they've met with APL, who has agreed to help on that project too. We did attend a Omega meeting out at ODOT District 11. Let's see, attended Lakefront Lift Station job meeting. Kevin Smith, the finance director, would like just give us a heads up that we're going to have the majority of the year end fund adjustments for their first reading on November 19th. And if there's any unexpected adjustments, we'll have to submit them at the December 17th as probably as an emergency. So you're just kind of looking ahead and kind of, laying out our plans. We did attend a Port Authority meeting regarding finance resources for economic development. It's basically another tool in our toolbox that we can offer for economic development projects, and we'll be going through the Port Authority to do that. We did submit the paperwork for the OPWC grant loan application after the last meeting, so we'll wait to hear from that. Elevate, our building department is planning an open house. I believe it's next week for local contractors. It'll be held in Columbiana. So we're going to be putting that, inviting the contractors to that. And that'll both be for industrial, residential, commercial. Park and Cemetery, they cleared the summer decorations for graves and began mulching leaves. Began putting up lights for Joy Christmas. The light show begins November 22nd and runs through December 28th. They also began winterizing water features and facilities throughout the park. Street Department, they finish up the storm pipe on Metz Road and seeding that. They picked up 16 loads of the leaf bags, patched potholes with 16 tons of hot mix, and worked with a water plant on some water taps and leaks. Electric department set a transformer. They're building a line, and they completed a tree cut and wire repair on South Middle Street. And I believe today or yesterday they started on the tree. Wastewater department trying to. I don't know if you saw that the public service announcement that we put out over the weekend. Trying to investigate a solution for rags and grease appearing at one of our lift stations. And we put a public service announcement on the bill, and we'll place it on the website. So actually it's a nationwide problem, maybe a worldwide problem, but many people are buying products that they think are flushable. They may even say that on there, but we beg people not to put anything down the toilet but toilet paper. We found some items in there such as towels, t-shirts, underwear. Did you get that, Stephanie? Can't believe it. There we go. So those and mop heads. So, that you would swab a deck with, so that is very difficult on our equipment. So we're trying to find a couple solutions. We're going to do at least a two-pronged approach. So we're trying to educate people and businesses, and then we're going to probably have to put some type of screening system. Some screening systems are typical in wastewater plants, but I guess they're typical out in the systems too. But if you get on the public service announcement and read that, we have a myriad of list of items that we put on there that should never be put in a toilet. So I spent too much time on that probably, but these pumps are $40,000. It's very,
It was quite a list.
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. So these pumps, we have 3 of them. So we like redundancy and utilities. And when, you have pumps go down because of that, it's very stressful and very costly. So we're having to manage our way around that. And we're trying to find a long-term solution, but we hope that asking people to, put proper things down the toilet will help the situation. So. Water Department, they completed 8 work orders and 59 locates. They started flushing the water system and hydrant maintenance. Let's see, fixed 2 service lines and completed some water taps. So been very busy. And that's everything I have, Mayor.
Any questions for Lance? Good, thank you.
I have pictures too, by the way. Oh, there we go.
You can give those to Seth.
Okay.
I don't want to see it.
That gonna be an after meeting discussion?
No, that's good. That's good.
Okay, thanks, Lance, and, I would, entertain a motion to concur with City Manager Lance Willard and Chief of Police William Myers to hire Peyton Ellis as a part-time officer for the Columbiana Police Department.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions on the motion? Deanne, you call the roll?
Souter?
Yes.
DiTilio?
Yes.
Liston?
Yes.
Graham?
Yes.
Banner?
Yes.
Youngus?
Yes.
Well, Mr. Ellis, would you come forward to be sworn in to your office?
Sir,
I state your name.
I, Tate Nellis,
Solemnly swear
that
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the codified ordinances
and the codified ordinances
and charter
and charter
of the City of Columbiana, Ohio,
of the City of Columbiana, Ohio,
and I will faithfully discharge my duties
and I will faithfully discharge my duties
as part-time officer,
as part-time officer
which I have been appointed.
to which I have been appointed.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Tayton. Congratulations. Okay, you received a copy of the bill list for November 5th, 2024. Are there any questions or comments on the bill list? Hearing none, they'll be accepted as submitted. We have no old business. And I'm going to move to new business, and I entertain a motion to read the following resolution by title only.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Deanne, you call the roll?
DiTilio?
Yes.
Liston?
Yes.
Graham?
Yes.
Banner?
Yes.
Youngus?
Yes.
Souter?
Yes.
Resolution number 24-R-660, first reading. A resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into a master services agreement with GBS Computer Solutions for the provision of IT network-related, computer-related services.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. Any questions on the motion? Comments? Deanne, will you call the roll?
Liston?
Yes.
Graham?
Yes.
Banner?
Yes.
Youngus?
Yes.
Souter?
Yes.
DiTilio?
Yes.
Okay, At this point, I want to inform everyone that I'm going to be seeking a motion here in a minute to go into executive session. I want to announce that we may or may not take action after the executive session. So is that, as is our general rule, we're going to give you the opportunity to stay or leave after we go into executive section. That can be your choice. So by stating that, I would like to ask if there are any comments from anyone out there that's here tonight. Anyone from the public want to make a comment? Okay. Now I'd like to ask if there are any council comments. I would just, did you have something? No. I'm sorry. I would just like to make a comment that we have a great relationship with our school district, and the last week when the students from the entrepreneurship class presented their PowerPoint presentation, the meeting was well attended, and it's really exciting what they're doing. I want you to know, and it's also great to see some of our business community people working together to help financially support and coordinate with our engineering people and make sure that the project is engineered properly, since they're going to put something above the sidewalk, which would be kind of interesting to lay out. I think it is also great that we have a relationship such that we've asked and coordinated with the school to have the two student representatives attend our meetings. And Nina Napo and Daniel Gehring are here tonight, and we appreciate both of you being here and getting some experiences to what is happening in our city. So thank you very much. Any other council comments?
I have one other thing I forgot to mention. We have been working on our lead line assessment for the last couple of years. And coming up is a date that we need to notify those people in town that we do not know what their status is. So statewide, November 15th is a date that everybody in Ohio has to abide by. So we're going to be sending out a letter to customers if we don't know the status of their line. And that should be coming up. I think they'll be going out like the 14th or 15th. If they have any questions, you can direct them to city website. We'll have a landing page there that you can, ask questions or give us a call if you have any questions. So I will say this, that, since we've been testing since at least 2011, we haven't had any positive tests for lead. So we do, try to engineer that out by putting phosphates in the water so we don't leach out lead. So just want to let you know that those will be going out next week. So.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments? Okay, hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to go into executive session for the purpose of discussion of purchase of property, section 121.22 G2, for public purposes. If premature disclosure of information would give an unfair, competitive, or bargaining advantage to a person whose personal, private interest is adverse to the general public interest.
So moved.
Second.
Motion second. Deanne, you call the roll?
Graham?
Yes.
Banner?
Yes.
Angus?
Yes.
Souter?
Yes.
DiTilio?
Yes.
Liston?
Yes.
I would entertain a motion to come out of executive session for the purpose of discussion of purchase of property, section 121.22 G2 for public purposes if premature disclosure of information would give an unfair competitive or bargaining advantage to a person whose personal private interest is adverse to the general public interest.
So moved. Second.
Motion is second. So we are out of executive study room. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Deanne, you call the roll.
Banner,
Yes.
Youngus,
Yes.
Souter,
Yes.
DiTilio,
Yes.
Liston,
Yes.
Graham,
Yes.
I know we all want to go home, right?
At this time, I would like to make a motion to authorize the city manager to sign a letter of intent and associated documents with Cochran Auto Group for the possible acquisition of property.
Second.
So moved.
Oh, sorry.
We're good.
Skip seconded.
You made the motion.
Oh, that's the
the
Yeah.
motion.
Yeah,
Banner made the motion, Liston seconded.
yes.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second on the floor. Are there any questions or comments on the motion? Deanne, will you call the roll?
Youngus,
Yes.
Souter,
Yes.
DiTilio,
Yes.
Liston,
Yes.
Graham,
Yes.
Banner,
Yes.
Okay, the motion was adopted. Is there any other comments anyone would like to make?
I said brought a book, never mind.
I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Meeting adjourned.